From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give.
Caught it up.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Thank you. People are getting paid. People are cashing checks.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
This time Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Burrow on play action. Dumps it off to Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Stay on point, fellas. Make them work for it. Yeah!
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. I'm here with the double offense. Control the pitches. Can't stop them. Press on. Get out of here with a win. Do this offense. 11. Make a play here. Can. Take it.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go get 6. 12, 11, 18. 12. 11.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And Burrow going to change the play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Jackson on 1st down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 42 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
It's Mixon on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
For the Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75 yards.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From midfield now, Burrow to mix it on the check down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, here's Burrow. And he will find his his man Samuel. Touchdown Bengals. Curtis Samuel, 46 yards.
And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
The lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Points on the board. 11. I need the end zone or I'm going home. Go all the way. Go all the way. Go, fellas. You can do it. 12. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Finish it.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little bit. He's able to connect there.
That empathetic side of you, you're getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This is 2nd and 8. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Great to see Edwards back doing what he does best. Mr. Dependable for the Ravens backfield. He's faced injury woes the last 2 years, missing all of 2021 and almost half of 2022. But back at full strength now, he can be a load.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the fullback. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Burrow going to change things up. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds Bateman over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Jackson.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 34 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 7.
6 on this stuff. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some room to run now.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they run to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
11 empty.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what